Sorry about that, guys. Gonna do a little bit of housekeeping, and then we get right to it. So I had an edge that didn't fit my account, and it took me a while to kind of see that. Um, I was trading on 4 hours, and I was using a 2% pullback. So for a $400 stock, that's like $8. So $8 of a movement kind of takes time to play out, and that's like a swing trade. And I'm not a swing trader, like I'm a day trader, and I don't have the money to sit in a trade like that. So the edge wasn't right. So just to kind of give you a mindset of what I'm talking about, a, a $8 trade would literally be from like here to here, let's say, and let's try to like put like a good, just to give you like a roundabout frame of mind, right? And it might be a little bit more, a little bit less, but I just want to give you like an idea of what that would look like on a 4 hour chart. And that's kind of like hard to find, right? But there was times that I did it because I did have 50 trades. So it wasn't like it wasn't obtainable, but like the more I kind of looked at it and the more I had somebody look it over with me, and he was kind of like, hey man, that's not really like a day trade. That's more of like a swing trade. And why I would wait for this giant candle to form, because that's institution money. And once institution money is in play, that's when I would kind of like set up my move. So after like a move like that, price almost always pulls back. I don't chase it while it's moving. I'm waiting for it to come back to a few specific levels. So let's kind of like, I'll just show you what I mean when I say like level. Let's say that's the candle, right? And the levels would be my fib chart. So if it came down to the 61, that would be an A plus trade. If it comes down to the 50, that's a B plus trade. And see if we can let it play out a little bit. I doubt that it's gonna go into that, but I just want to kind of just show you. And I kind of sped it up on 3x. So I'd be waiting for it to come down, and as you can see, let's say that was the candle, it wouldn't come down like that. And now it's kind of like breaking away from me. And this is what I would kind of see some of the action of why I was like, you know what, this is kind of like taking a long time to form this move. So I wanted to kind of hope that it was going to come down to this level, but it's not. So I might have to bring the level to it. So what you would want to see from this strategy is it not only touching, but kind of retesting that level. So if it comes down to 61, like you might be tempted to be like, okay, it was a wick, but you want to kind of like have a full candle. You want it to be a full candle, not like, sorry, I got to get rid of that word. You want it to be a full candle. You don't really want it to be a wick. A wick is good. I mean, I'd take it, but I would want a full candle just to kind of like solidify that it's there. It retest, and like let's look at even this part right here. Like, right, see how it goes down and it comes out of there, and then it pops back up again. So it touched it and then it came back up on the other side. That would be a great trade for me. I'd take that. So the push to isn't kind of like the signal sometimes. It's the failure is I want price to come back to the other side of that level, and it has to happen fast within one or two candles, 15 to 30 minutes. When that happens, it's kind of like that's my entry. If it doesn't happen, then that's the window. I'll let the setup go and I don't chase it, because you don't really want to chase these things. So as that goes down, so I'm gonna just retest this again, because I'm not really used to doing it on a 15 minute. I'm used to doing it on 4 hours because that's what I thought my strategy was. But this is kind of like what you kind of do with trading. You just want to figure out what's your edge, because finding your edge and being comfortable in your edge is what makes you more confident, because it's already stressful as it is. And I even found this indicator here. It's a multi-time frame indicator. I think it's right here, multi-time frame dashboard. So what it's done for me, I would have to keep going back and forth on the high levels, on the hours, like just to make sure that it's bullish. So now I can go down, like I say, I'm on the 5 minutes, because now I want to figure out a way to get out of my trade, which I kind of already figure out, because it's mostly about volume with me, and volatility. Sorry, I said volume. Volatility, in which it's snatching that volatility and either going up or down. But what helps me is this, now that this multi-time frame chart, I don't really have to keep switching between different time frames to see. I can just see it all in one pane of glass, which is awesome for me. So I'm going to kind of fill you guys more as I kind of figure out my new 15-minute edge instead of 4-hour edge. And like always, just trade responsible.